This hour of the Ramsey Show in the books. We'll be back with you before you know it. In the meantime, remember, there's ultimately only one way to financial peace, and that's to walk daily with the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus.
Hey, it's Kelly, associate producer and phone screener for The Ramsey Show. If you would like to do your debt-free screen live on the show, make sure you visit theramseyshow.com and register. We would love for you to come to Nashville and tell Dave your story.
Alrighty, Ramsey Show over. After show beginning. Just waiting a few minutes for people to get into the chat, if they will. Sometimes there's nobody, that's okay. Email about anything, yes, anything. And that email address would be CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. And that's right up there as well. Don't need the glasses because the monitor's very close. Let's reload this, see if we got another subscriber. No, we didn't. Well, we've gotten 4 today, I think. Already, but not since I loaded this. But it says we are live, and that's correct. We're live. Alrighty, let's see. Oh, one more link and then we'll get going here. Donations. PayPal.me/coach. Steve Money, and that is right down there. Yes, I did that correctly. Okay. All right, let's get going here. As we all know, I like to sing, and I take any excuse to sing, and so Baby Step Song will be coming up. But before that, since it's Christmas time and only 3 short days until Christmas, how about a Christmas song? I saw Mama kiss Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe last night, and she did not hear me creep down the stairs to have a pee. Well, she thought that I was tucked up in my bedroom fast asleep. Well, let me tell you that I saw Mama Tickle Santa Claus underneath this bed so snowy white. And what a laugh it would have been if my daddy would have walked right in and saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus last night. Hey! Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe last night. Well, she did not see me creep down the stairs to take a peek. Well, she thought that I was tucked up in my bedroom fast asleep. Well, let me tell you that I saw Mama Tickle Santa Claus underneath this bed so snowy white. What a laugh it would have been if my daddy would have walked right in and saw Mama kissing Santa Claus last night. So Mommy kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe last night. Alrighty. That's not bad for no practice. I did have the very special Christmas CD released in 1987. I did have that though. Alrighty, and there's this one. Listen for the drum taps, sing along. Like all plans, it starts with step one. $1,000 emergency fund. Step two, you'll pay off all your debt. Except mortgage, we don't do that yet. So pay off your consumer debt. Every one of the charges, from smallest to largest. Baby step three is next. Full emergency fund of expenses. Stay gazelle intensive. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, that's why I coach, why I host my YouTube show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, then you should do the baby steps. Step 4 is when you can take a breath and go less gazelle and invest. Step 5 is save for your kids. No student loans at all for college. 6 to pay off your home. Step 7, build your wealth and don't keep it all yourself. And you've lived like nobody else. And now you get to live large, and now you get to give large. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, that's why I coach, and why I host this after show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, guess what? You should do the baby steps. Take it home, trumpet. Live from Columbus, OH. This is the Ramsey Show Aftershow show brought to you by Tina Scher, the Queen of Sheba. Merry Christmas, Tina. Here we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat, and the people in it, and all things financial, and whatever else I want to talk about. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money. I'm a certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach, and you can schedule a free consultation assessment with me by going to Calendly, calendly.com/Coach Steve Money. There's a link at the top of the chat and in the description of this video. So you can just click or copy and paste, whatever floats your boat, or you can just type it in, like I said. If you want to talk to me about anything, it's CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. And you can ask me about anything, financial coaching, anything on my YouTube channel, whatever is on your mind. You can also reach me on the Grom at Coach Steve Money, no spaces. That's Instagram. And if you'd like to donate to the channel so I can make it better, that would be paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. And I forgot to move it back to that during the whole thing. Yeah, so trying to get a 309 number right there to 1,000, and then YouTube can give me a couple bucks. And that'd be great. Thanks for the IO, Judy. Much appreciated. How are things going? Show number 178 today. How about that? Still not ready after 178 shows. I'll get there one day. Today's Ramsey show host was just Dave Ramsey. Not just Dave Ramsey, but it was only Dave Ramsey. And that was because it was the annual giving show where all the callers and indeed people in the lobby, I think those were all employees though, but those all had giving stories. Either they were the givers or the recipients. And so Dave does that as the last live/new show of the year. And tomorrow, programming note, tomorrow and Friday, Christmas Eve, will both be replays of the Ramsey show. Guess who will be live, though? That will be me. So 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be live doing the after show, and as well as all next week. It's also going to be all replays on the Ramsey show, but I am planning on being live all of those 5 days next week and the 2 this week. And new shows return on January 3rd. And Dave has his multi-million bookseller Total Money Makeover is $10 on the $10 book sale. And his new book comes out January 11th, Baby Steps Millionaires. And on January 13th, they are doing a live stream of, oh gosh, I forgot what it was. It's like, how to build wealth in 2022, I believe. Let's see. Let's go to RamseySolutions.com and live events. Let's do. Oops. I think you gotta. They don't always add all of them, so you gotta do. It's down. There we go. See all events and conferences. And there we go. Building Wealth in 2022 live. I was close. And that is going to have Dave Ramsey, Rachel Cruz, and George Camel on it. And that is, for some reason, that's going to be in a church in Franklin, Tennessee. Not in, it does say Nashville there, though. So maybe the church is actually in Nashville. But that used to say Franklin, I think. So, and that is just a one-night event, but they're doing it at a church instead of at the Ramsey Solutions Auditorium. Alrighty. Judy said, when I'm ready to do debt-free on your show, how do I go about it? Just email me, Judy. CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com, and we will talk about it. And you can either just call and do it over the phone, as far as just audibly, or you can be on video, and I'll tell you how to work all that out. That would be so fun. Market report. As you can see, we're all up again today. All of a sudden, there's nothing to worry about. I don't know why. The past 2 days, there's nothing to worry about anymore, I guess. There has been some good news that has come out, but I don't know that it's that significant, whereas it would have the market would have gone down mostly the past week or so. And don't know why. Anyway, the NASDAQ is the most up, and again, that means that, yes, Coach Steve Money is going to be the winner, most likely, of fantasy mutual funds. And that's basically myself and some other people in the Ramsey Show chat take our daily percentage of growth each day. That's the only way to be fair, because people have different amounts. Started at different times and so forth, and so we take our percentages, daily percentages of growth, or the least down in some cases, as it has been. But today this morning for yesterday it was everything was up, and today's everything is up as well. So let's see. Let's take a look at the S&P 500. One of the people, one of the analyst people said that they thought it would be down to 4,000 by year end. Thank goodness that didn't happen. And another one on the other side thought it would be up to $5,000, but it's not up to that yet. So I mean, anything could happen, I guess. Let's see, how much growth would that take? Let's see, that's 1%. And I'll try to figure that out for tomorrow if I remember. We'll see. I don't know how much that would. Well, if you figure, okay, 47% is like 1%. So, how many days we got left? We have tomorrow. I don't know if the market's open on Christmas Eve, and then like a full. I don't know if it's open. I think it's open on New Year's Eve, I think. So that would be 6 days, and so like 6 days. So 6 times 47 is 247. So it could be right there for a 4950 or something like that if it does 1% each of the remaining days. So if it does better than that, then it's got a shot. But it's I would, at this point, I'd guess highly unlikely, and it's obviously easier to call something like that this close to it happening. Like when that article came out with those two competing sides, that was, gosh, I want to say like 4 or 5 months ago, something like that. Alrighty, so let's check. Let's see. Is that even the high? Close. Not quite though, I don't think. Let's see, 47.12. Yeah, I think 47.12 on the... Come on, go up there. There we go. On December 10th was the high. So, yeah. So got a little bit more to get to a new high. But you know, you can't complain. The NASDAQ, I don't think NASDAQ had some bad days, so I don't think that is, let's see if that's not anywhere near a high. So we are looking at 16,057. So 057, yeah. So that's like $500 some. So that probably won't happen either before year's end. But there's always 2022. Always 2022. All right, let's reset it here. And let's see, earnings calendar. We got anybody fun coming up? CarMax, Cintas. I don't know what those other ones are. Let's see, of the most followed single stocks on the Google, the most up, I believe, was Tesla at 7.49%. And as usual, that one tends to go like more than 1 or 2%, or less even, like some of them are, like today's, this is 0.36% for Amazon. And the artist formerly known as Facebook, Meta Platforms, down 1.12%. But basically what happened was Elon Musk tweeted that he had sold enough stock. So people liked the fact that he was keeping the rest of his personal stock in Tesla. and they were all on board for it. And so I don't know if that's a new high. Let's check it out. No way. No way. November 4th, 1229. It's 1,008 right now. So, yep, no way. So, yeah, when he started selling stuff, it started going down. But it could pop up if it jumps up 7% each day. Anything's possible, I guess. Oh, did I want to say anything else about these? No, not really. Google owner Alphabet, 2.05% up. Apple is one of the big investing houses. I can't remember which, but raised its buy range on Apple. So they're saying keep buying it because it's still undervalued. So how about that? Alrighty, let's check out the rest of the planet, see how they're doing. Everything up in Europe, almost everything up in Asia. Euro up on the dollar, the US dollar up on the Japanese yen, the British pound low up on the US dollar. That one was horrible. But the Canadian dollar all over the US dollar. It's a boot time. The Australian dollar mate kicking the US dollar bottom. The bottom dollar, as it were. Our pals in crypto mixed. For today, somebody was in the Ramsey Show chat saying to buy things. And Speaking of people that need to be blocked, fortunately you can't click on those and have them work because we have the Ramsey Show and I have the links disabled except for moderators, but they still type it in for some reason and expect you to open up a browser and type that into a browser, which nobody that watches this show is stupid enough to do that, I hope. And adding the parentheses around the dot is interesting, but I hope nobody has done that because these people are all over the place putting that in. And basically what that is a shortened URL to take you to some other website. All right, I think AJ or Troy Story checked out one of them and they said, yeah, it was garbage. So, we're all done with that. Let's see what else we have going on in the world. This is from CNN Health. FDA authorizes first pill to treat COVID-19. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration on Wednesday authorized Pfizer antiviral pill Paxlovid to treat COVID-19. This is the first antiviral COVID-19 pill authorized for ill people to take at home before they get sick enough to be hospitalized. Let's see. Does it show their stock results in this article? It does not have a stock link. Okay. So, but I think they went up some today. What up, Jess? She was listening to the Ramsey Show, but was working. They were commenting in chat. Don't recall. Oh, yeah. They've been. I mean, it wasn't rampant, but there were like 4 or 5. Like I think two or three different people typed in stuff like that. 4 or 5 times total. It wasn't too bad. What normally happens is, what I think has happened is that it happens for a few days with a particular suffix. Like this one has the .rent on it, and I think eventually, once they get enough reports on it, I think YouTube adds it to the universal block list. I believe, because When it first started, I told Mod about it, and he didn't change anything, but then it was blocked. So I think YouTube did that. Alrighty, this from CNBC. Make it. Save and invest. 22 ways to save, invest, and get smarter with money in 2022. And we'll see if this has anything to do with, or is similar at all to Ramsey stuff. Let's see. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 2022. Or at least I'm feeling ready to make some changes to my money and financial habits. If you'd like to as well, this list is a good place to start. Alright, picture your perfect year. As you're ringing in the new year, take time to reflect on 2021 and think about what, if anything, you'd like to do differently in 2022. What went well in 2021? What would you like to change in 2022? Is there anything you've been putting off that you can finally take strides towards accomplishing? Spend an evening considering what you want out of the year. And that's good advice. Self-reflection is always good. And specifically on this topic, if you did something that lost money last year, or if you spent money on something that you now realize is stupid, then you can just, not do that anymore. Let's see. Track your growth. If you want a decent overview of a financial standing, calculating your net worth is a good start. This is essentially your assets. Cash and checking savings account, investments, real estate, cars, etc. Your home, if you own your home. Minus your debt, student loans, mortgages, overdue credit card bills, etc. And hopefully you don't have any of the student loans or the overdue credit card bills or credit card bills at all. But that is your net worth. And so that gives you a good idea. But also, as far as tracking growth, the way you see that too is you do a budget. So look at it. You can use an app like Personal Capital, or You Need a Budget, or I don't know, Every Dollar. That's the Ramsey one. Or your own Excel tracking sheet, or you can do Google Sheets, which is absolutely free. Excel is not. I do the latter, tracking the balances in my savings account. This is from the article, not me. I do have a Google Sheet. Checking account, 401k, Roth IRA, and brokerage account on the first day of each month. Currently, I have no debt, but if I did, I would include those balances as well, obviously. Well, no debt's good. All right, then if you see a drop in net worth from one month to the next, then you can figure out, then you need to look to see why that happened. And sometimes it could be as just simple as the market went down that month. Number 3 is invest in an indexed fund. And that's your like default to do. If a SmartVestor Pro won't work with you, but for retirement, it's also index fund also fine per Dave for saving for a purchase in the market and trying to grow some money that way. But that would be a non-retirement account that you would put that in. And he does recommend S&P 500 index fund for that. But the caveat is you have to have at least 5 years where you don't need the money. And the reason for that is that in every 5-year period since the market began, it's been up. From one point 5 years later, the market was up from where it was 5 years earlier. And so anything less, putting it in there, any for shorter times, like just a couple years, don't recommend that because the market could be down right when you need the money. So do not recommend that, even though a high yield savings account / money market isn't going to get you much. But yeah, managed mutual funds is what Dave recommends for retirement investing. All right, be careful with trading apps. Invest, yes, but be careful doing it through apps that make a game out of investing, particularly short-term investments and trades. Stock picking can be fun, but it's not a way for 99.9% of people to accrue wealth. That's right. So if you're using trading apps or investing in high-risk assets, at least make sure you have a sizable emergency fund held in an FDIC-insured savings account. You would make sure you have a 3 to 6 months of emergency fund no matter what, even if you're not investing in high-risk assets. 5, see a financial therapist. Interesting. How's your relationship with money? If it's strained, consider an appointment with a financial therapist. I wonder if I'm a financial therapist. Huh? Oh, they combine financial planning services and mental health treatment, helping clients process their underlying feelings about money while making plans for retirement savings, investments, and other goals. I probably can't pull that off, calling myself a financial therapist. I mean, I can listen and I can help you do things better, but yeah, I don't know that I would get away with calling myself that. 6, monitor your accounts. That's as far as like identity theft, fraud, etc., etc. You do want to do that and find some inspiration. If your goals are feeling a little stale, search for some new inspiration. Sending you to subreddits like anti-consumption, boggleheads, fiery femmes. Oh, that's for fixed income, retire early. Money diaries active. All right. There's tons of subreddit. There's a subreddit for anything you can think about. And I'm never not inspired by the people make it features on millennial money. All right. Ask for what you're worth. Okay, that's asking for raises, getting a better job, improve your credit score. X on that, X through that. I can't X through that, but X through that. We don't care about credit score in Ramsey land. And make a plan for your benefits. Let's see, employer benefits. Could be things available you haven't been aware of, such as financial planning sessions, wellness opportunities, or gym reimbursements. Yeah, definitely check on that. Check with the HR and see if you have any benefits. Remember, if in some cases you rolled over FSA funds from the previous year, you need to spend them by a certain date. Don't let them go to waste. Judy Pine says, I could recommend they call Dr. D. I absolutely could. I absolutely could. Would not hesitate to do that. How many are in this list? My goodness. Oh, it did say 22 ways. Okay, we're spending too much time on each one. Do one task you've been putting off. That's self-explanatory. Schedule a recurring life administration day. Okay. Dedicate a certain day to reviewing your finances and other life administrative tasks on a recurring schedule. Okay. Yeah, if you do something on a schedule, you do get used to it, and less likely it will be put off or not get done. Learn about crypto, and you don't have to do that. I'm going to say you don't have to. Look, you shouldn't throw all of your money into cryptocurrency, but at this point you should take time to learn about them and how they work. I mean, I guess you could learn it, but be wary of learning only from people who profit off of crypto. Yeah. And again, the big problem with there is you can't take that and buy groceries with it. You can't use it in China at all. And there are 800 million different types of cryptocurrency out there. How do you know which one to buy? Which one's gonna be good? Which ones are gonna fold? 14. Figure out your retirement number. That's good. Figure out how much you need to have for retirement. Contribute more to your Roth IRA. Definitely max it if you can afford to do that. Meaning, which you should be able to, because you should not be in any debt. You should be in baby step 4 before you're contributing. If you're contributing now and you're starting Dave's baby steps and you have debt to pay off and an emergency fund to build, temporarily stop contributing even if your employer gives you a match. It's just temporary. So, but yeah, the investors under 50 can contribute $6,000 to IRAs, and old people like me, 50 and over, can do $70,000 a year. All right, and a 25-year-old who contributes $6,000 a year until they are 65 would end up with almost $1 million, assuming a 6% annual return, which we do 10 to 12% in Ramsey world, and because that's what the S&P index makes, and so your managed mutual fund should make at least that as well. And so that's going to be probably closer to $2 million from just $6,000 a year for that 40-year time period. So yep, 16 increased savings rate. Well, if you that's going to be a negative on that one. Just have your full emergency fund, and then you're doing the other baby steps after investing, which is saving for kids' college. If your kids are very young, you just need to start, do that little by little. $50 a month at first, that kind of thing. And then the rest of it, before you would save a cent extra a month, would be to pay that house off. And then once you pay the mortgage off, then you have all kinds of money. That mortgage payment money you can put to, of course, extra saving, if that makes you happy, more to kids' college, more investing, and definitely more giving. 17, cut down on your expenses. This is something you can always do. You can do this at step 0. The whole thing, man, is you live on less than you make. So, and that's doing a budget too. You cut down on expenses and you make a budget in advance of the month, and then you stick to that budget. And so you give every dollar a name. That way you don't, you're not surprised by any of the numbers. Yeah, that way you're not surprised by what your net worth does, because you look at it. The numbers, weekly, if not daily. Prepare for student loan repayments to resume. All right. Well, that would be debt, and so yep, that would be Dave's advice not to you don't stop paying them just because the president says you don't have to until now. It's May, I think. Right, February, March, yeah, May. May now. Yeah, this says we'll resume February 1st, but apparently the president said today that's going to change till May. Just keep kicking it down the road, dog. Let's see. To prepare, experts advise checking your balance to understand how much you owe each month, right? Make your money count. What's that? Oh, consider where your money has gone to, and so are you happy with how and where you're spending it? Okay. Stop timing the market. Yeah, shouldn't do that. I shouldn't have done that in the first place, but yeah, if you have been, don't. You decide you're going to put in X amount, which is 15% if you're following the Ramsey advice. 15% of household income. And if it's the day that you're supposed to buy, like the day after you get paid or the Monday after you get paid, or if the money is in your account on Friday already, that can be your buy day, and then you buy it whether the market is going up or it's going down. You just buy it anyway. And if it goes down, you keep buying it. In the Pandy, the market went down 33%. And I made so much bags by continuing to buy. I continued to buy all the way down to the 33% off sale price, and all the way as it went back up, and it was back up at a new high in 5 months. 21, talk it out. Schedule time with your significant other to get on the same page about your finances and goals. Yeah, you gotta be able to talk about it. And even if you don't completely agree on the way to go, like a lot of people, don't understand Dave's methods and don't want to do that and can't live like that. But at a minimum, if you have a significant other, like especially if you're living with them, at a minimum, you got to be able to meet someone halfway. You got to be able to compromise, and compromise doesn't mean that one person gets their entire way. And the last one, 22, invest in yourself. Let's see, what people should do if they receive a year-end bonus. All right, well, the Ramsey advice, any additional money that you get by working overtime, by getting a year-end bonus, by inheritance, anything, you apply that to whatever baby step you're on. Always the baby steps. That's the answer to everything. And if you have specific questions that you don't think the baby step answers, you can email me, coachstevemoney@gmail.com, and I will tell you exactly what the Ramsey advice to do is. All right. Maybe that's by taking a class for a completely new field or hobby, or finally taking the plunge to move to your dream city. Okay. That's true. I guess just you want to make yourself happy, you want to grow as a person, etc., etc. All right. Well, this was pretty fun. The fix your credit score or whatever, and the crypto. I mean, it doesn't do any harm to learn about it, and that's just time. It just takes time to learn about it. Let's see what's trending while we're on here. Omicron could burn, or is it Omicron? Omicron could burn through the U.S. and potentially hasten the COVID pandemic's end, says expert. Right, because everybody would get herd immunity if it just went over through the whole country. Yep, so the Biden administration extends the student loan pause through May 1st. Come on. Trying to scroll down. There it is. Sorry about that if you're trying to read that while I'm doing that. Extends the student loan pause through May 1st, but advocates want more. Right, advocates want to never have to pay it back. They want them forgiven. So, of course, they're going to keep trying to push it and push it and push it. Former U.S. Treasury and crypto investing in 2022. The train has already left the station. All right. I don't know what that means. Not going to click on that. It either means that it's too late to make money on it, or that or that it's all going to crash and burn. The regulation that's coming for it is going to kill it, maybe. I don't know. Those are just guesses. Why booster shots is so important. All right. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Time is it? All right. That one took a long time, but that was pretty fun. From the Wall Street Journal, the paper of record. I don't know if it's the website of record. I said that before. In Louisville, hub of e-commerce, businesses duel for workers. UPS gives steep raises to package handlers at its air hub, prompting other employers to catch up. And is this UPS? Maybe. Yeah, UPS Worldport, the carrier's biggest facility. Look at that. Look at all that. And that's like nothing. That's like no. That's like 0.1% of the amount of letters and packages that go through every day. That is crazy. And so what you're trying to send, to your grandma or something, yeah, that's in there with all that stuff. And so, yeah. Oh, I can't read it because okay, well, we'll just be happy with the, let's see. The pandemic-fueled online shopping boom has created a severe labor crunch in the Louisville, Kentucky metro area as delivery companies and other businesses compete for workers in one of the nation's top freight transport hubs. The region's unemployment rate has fallen steeply to 3.2% in October from its recent pandemic peak of 16.8% in April 2020. Wow. So everybody's working there. The rate in October, the last month for which local data is... Okay, I can't read the rest of that. Alrighty. And this the first of... we just had a lot of chicken talk today in the Ramsey chat. And this from CNN Business. Taco Bell is adding a surprising new menu item. And yes, we talked about these exact things. Chicken wings. And they're not wings. They just call them wings, so adults will order them because adults don't like to go out, hang out with their boys and get chicken nuggets is what somebody, I think Kelly, said in the chat. Or Sid, the kid. Let's see. Anyway, the fast food is adding crispy chicken wings beginning January 6th for a limited time at its U.S. locations. Taco Bell said each order contains 5 bone-in wings. I'm out. I don't do wing. I don't do bone-in. That are coated in a queso seasoning and served with a spicy ranch dipping sauce. They'll be sold only after 2 p.m. Interesting. And cost $5.99. How many of us? 5? So it's like $1.25 a piece. We'll be going to Cane's if I want chicken fingers, as Cane's calls them. Let's see. Taco Bell is no stranger to taking a familiar favorite and putting a unique spin on it. Nacho fries, anyone? Those were decent. And wings are the latest creation from the test kitchen masterminds. Alrighty. More fast food stuff. CNN Business reports that McDonald's limits French fry sales in Japan because of potato shortage. And I guess we don't have that problem here. McDonald's Japan temporarily limiting the sale of French fries due to delays in shipments of potatoes to the country. Supply issues caused by floods in Canada, a major transit point for shipments, as well as the impact of the pandemic, of course, on global distribution. From December 24th to the 30th, only the small size servings of French fries will be made available to customers nationwide in Japan. Medium and large size McFries will not be sold during this period, the company press release said. So do you have to get, and they only allow 1 per person, or can you buy 5 small fries? Don't know. Wonder how good that is. Potato shortage, a 2-word horror story. Another user tweeted. All right. Out of potatoes. I don't think that's that crazy a thing. All right. I wonder if they can grow any in Japan. I don't know if they have any at all. Okay, this from the Motley Fool. Their website is fool.com. That's a good one. I'm surprised they got that one. I wonder if they had to buy that off of somebody. How Ford's latest chip deal will boost its business. Under CEO Jim Farley, Ford is drawing on lessons from its early days as it moves into the electrified future. They have a deal with chipmaker Global Foundries. And how that fits into Ford CEO Jim Farley's plan to revamp how the company manufactures vehicles. By having a deal with a chip maker, that means you would get more of them and hopefully for a cheaper price than you normally would. And so that's I bet all that's coming from this. I don't. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I'm not seeing like anything different than that. That would be the reason. Alrighty, once again, that live stream, the Building Wealth in 2022 event January 13th, 2022. That is going to be on the YouTube for free. Alrighty. I think I got everything. Oh, let's do. We got a couple more minutes. Let's check to see if we got all the stories. The stock market opened Christmas Eve. Let's see. We were talking about that before. Okay, never mind. I'll get back to that tomorrow. I'll look it up myself. Since Market Watch doesn't want me to play their reindeer games with them. We got the Taco Bell. From a Bitcoin crash to regulatory crackdowns, analysts give their top predictions for crypto in 2022. Could be both. The Bitcoin crash could be due to regulatory crackdown. So investors pour nearly $1 trillion in ETFs. What are they buying? I'll have $5 million for retirement when I sell my dental practice next year, but my wife and kids don't want me to retire. I wonder why. It's Market Watch, so I can't read it. Kids don't get a vote. And the wife need to find out why. Perhaps they're all accustomed to living too much. We talked about lumber a couple other times this week. Lumber costs skyrocketing, putting suppliers and builders in a tough spot. Omicron stuff and the Japan French fry sales. Alrighty. Yeah, Citi. Oh, it's Citi that hiked the Apple price target. Alright. I knew I saw it somewhere. Alrighty then. Upcoming streams. Come on. Come on. Load. There we go. And let's reload it and see if we got another one during the... We did not. Okay. Alright. I thought we might, since I did upload the newest Curse of Oak Island recap that was on last night. And I got up early this morning and did the recap for it. And that's where I'm getting... most of these subscribers. I was like 2-3 weeks ago, I was at less than 100, and as you can see, the views on it, this one 7.3 thousand views, so pretty cool. This show, the Ramsey Show Aftershow show, is every weekday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and that is even after replays. I'm planning on being live after every single one of those, every single weekday this week and next week, even though the Ramsey Show will be replays starting tomorrow through the first next live show will be / new video will be on January 3rd, Monday. Alrighty. What is... Oh, tonight. So Wednesday, no set time, but I already have that up. Curse of Oak Island recap. Wednesdays and Saturdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Old Man Video Gaming. I play a single-player video game. How about that? Didn't mean to do that. I hit the keyboard, and that scrolled up automatically for me. And if Bella happens to be available, she's been very busy, hasn't been able to play lately, but if she wants to play a co-op game, we're currently playing Trine, working through that, full playthrough of that. If she wants to play sometime, Father-Daughter Video Gaming will preempt any scheduled stream, except the after show, which is too early for her, and the Oak Island recaps, which are pre-recorded. So neither of those are involved, but the rest of this stuff could be preempted. I'll do those a different day. Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, alternating tech support and Ramsey Coach support. That's where I look at the affiliated subreddit, either the tech support subreddit or the Dave Ramsey subreddit, not run by Ramsey Solutions, run by fans. They do allow negative Dave stuff on there. Generally ignore it, but every once in a while I will comment on it. And so I use my 20 plus years of being a PC repair person, tech, I think it's called, to answer questions on the tech support subreddit. And of course, use my training as a Ramsey certified financial coach on the Dave Ramsey subreddit. Alrighty. Throw my plugs out there again. Wrong one. Throw my plugs out there again, and we'll get out of here. You can schedule free consultation. Click on that right there, or the link at the top of the chat. It will take you to calendly.com/CoachSteveMoney. You click on that, and you click a day and then a time you want to meet with me, and Calendly will let me know. How about that? PayPal donations. You click on that, and that will take you to paypal.com, where you can send me money. If you request money, I won't give you any. So don't even try that. And that's if you just want to type that in, or use the link in the top of the chat as paypal.me/CoachSteveMoney, also right there. Email is right there, CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. And if you want to do a debt-free stream, you can email me, Judy. If you want to talk about anything else, anything Ramsey stuff, anything on my YouTube channel, be more than happy to talk to you about Oak Island, about Ramsey stuff, about video gaming, about computer stuff, about my fun songs that I write. And yeah, what's that? Highlights and shorts are also on there. Did I do everything? Oh yeah, Instagram is Coach Steve Money, no spaces. I actually did post something on there yesterday. I think it was just that I was, oh no, I did that this morning. It was just letting people know that I had uploaded the Curse of Oak Island episode 8 recap. Alrighty, well, Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you so much. As I said, the Ramsey Show will be replays starting tomorrow, but I will be live tomorrow and Christmas Eve, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And that's right when the Ramsey Show video on YouTube is over. Alright, everyone, make smart financial decisions every day.